Ebusiafo yɛwɔ akwa baby yɛwɔ adwo baby a obi a yɛkyia na enyimbre Ghana fo yɛduanum a wɔwɔ abrochi so yɛkyia mo na Tsetsekaasom dwumadi na nna so yɛasana abadi megidi dɛ ndɛ ebisa wo dɛ na wa he inyo ndɛ na wadwena ahom kakra na mepɛ dɛ ndɛ menye wudzi nkɔmmɔ pɛ dɛ ndɛ yɛhwɛ nkɔmmɔ a ɔfa yɛankasa yɛn ho mbebu no ho nkɔmmɔ na yɛba abɔhwɛ na yɛdi yɛn nkɔmmɔ na mfe yɛahwɛ na yɛdze baby anyama no yɛdze atotototo baby na ndɛ dɛmbrɛ na awotwum nyinaa no yɛka ho asɛm no dwumadzi a mebedi no ɔsopa onyama nkwete na mebedi me nuanom ekuku da ma etiri mama wa abado na wa abada wo ho edi na ya papem na nda asɛm a yɛhwɛ no yɛhwɛ the role of the youth in community development yɛhwɛ mbebu no de sɛ wɔ asuzum bi wɔ ɔyɛ amembum anade yɛn patom mpuntum a yɛwɔhwɛ ne yɛdi dɛm dwuma no na mesrɛ dɛ edo comment na ba like na wasɛm a pɛ dɛ ebisa no edza aba na yɛaka na fie dza atodwa nyim dɛ dwumadi ne yankote ne yɛdi yɛnyimu di dwuma no nti mesrɛ dɛ odu a for comment na fa bra na dɛmbrɛ ne daba no dwumadi kɔfo a waso na ase no ɔyɛ nyimzi multimedia or Cape Coast wana waso na ase o dwumadi do ti yɛbɔkɔ biem na yakɔfa wɔn nkrato na yɛba na yɛatoa do
yeah, to my pa. We tell your story clear from screen to speaker. Hi, if you are looking for clean, professional multimedia work, then listen well. Nyimzi Multimedia is the name you need to remember. From photography to videography, graphic design, branding, content creation, and social media promos, Nyimzi Multimedia turns your ideas into powerful visuals that speak for your brand. Whether it's your wedding, your business, your event, your music, or your product launch, Nyimzi Multimedia captures every moment with class, creativity, and quality.
We don't just take pictures, we tell your story. We don't just shoot videos, we create impact.
So, if you want your brand to stand out, if you want your memories to last forever, and if you want your business to look premium, choose Nyimzi Multimedia. Nyimzi Multimedia, where creativity meets excellence. Nyimzi Multimedia, yeah, to my pa. We tell your story clear from screen to speaker.
Yo ebusiafo yɛwɔ akwa baby yɛda Nyimzi multimedia ase de wakoda na woso na ase sɛ ihwɛ kyerɛ akwa na Cape Coast na but wokɔ Ghana afana baby a nti advert na yɛ no ifa number no na ifra wana dwumadi bi a rezi bia no ifra wana wɔmbotwa ho mfonyi wɔmfa ma wa wɔbaba no wɔbotwa kama busia yesi afi mu onkyere bia na oye foundation ayato a sabio yedi suso nyimpa ase kakra nkra yekwa na yekoye oye donation kakra o Mankesim Roman Hospital enti yapeda yeyi kakra yede kyeramo Nyimzi Multimedia na obakovai na yehwe kakra yekwa na yehu kitahu de okodo na yeso yede kakra yebotumi yede aboa no yeso yede kwa akwaboa nti yenhwe kakra na yeba ya atue dwumade no do.
Yeah, never been however, I say now, but I'm just going to want to dash him. They are trying me a farmer to do their over here. Yanchira de Family do Biara Sawaya, and a meadow, no one can say about 10. And then Kuma, what to happen what the match was in Barbacha Hospital. None of those are what I hear for good, the me brony in
Yo, yeah, that's it. Bibi kakri bi na yɛpɛ dɛ yɛde ne di na ehwɛ na ekyiri no yɛde bɛkeka ne nyinaa abom na yɛde ato page no de na mahwɛ ma yɛsran dɛ waaso woma ntem a wɔ no baabi a wɔ no ɔka wɔn akoma dɛ ehu biribi na pɛ dɛ ɛboa ɛna akɔyɛ nyimpa wɔ hɔ no so mboa na ɔdze enyi gya ɔdze aba obiara na abrabɔ na ɛndɛ dɛ mmerɛ yɛyɛ ne daba no afotusɛm no ɔyɛ maa na medze ba na ndo san na ma me betina egomenti ze ma futu sam na medenam nti asam na ebaka ne bebre menye me mpanyimfo a wo ba but kakra me pede na menye woche it's about responsibility na ebusia mpempin na wo de nyimpa bebre na no watena ho de wo hwe de nkofo baba na wa ba abobo hon watena ho na wodi we nya ato aban bedo watena ho na wodi we nya ato papa na wo maame no do watena ho na obi mpodi ne nya ato ne yanko bi ana system ana culture bi a wo woni tum na odi ne nya ato no do na de bia osora na wada na blame game ko blame nkofo do obi na wa yende mi obi na wa yende mi obi ntino ntumpo obi ntino ntumpo excuses nkoten but na kakra me de bra mi nuanom ma yankofo me papa na me maame fa a wo hwe me de excuses na adoso yanka say yan sorry na yan fa na abrabo nhye hin nsem take your own destiny into your own hands na ko sorry na koye bibi na fa mo because we are saying ye na ye be separately you be not say be or be bibi other more you have to do it for yourself na ye no ye ya ma wara wontende you have to do something as ma me be saying there ye da wa da ho de blame obi another sorry na akwa bibi kakra me jize da futu sami am de bai afa biom medase yɛbɛkɔ biem na yɛakɔ akɔfa ya aboafo nkrato yɛba na echi menye me panyimfo a me ho rebezi dwumadi no menye ho abam nti yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔfa ya aboafo nkrato no mrɛsisi a
mpanyimfo so aka dɛ abrabɔ na ɔsesa na wo so adan wo ho kakra nti yɛde dwumadi ne bi a bɛhyɛm ma odi kan yɛwɔ baabi a wɔfa na afotusɛm na adwenkyerɛ ehu yɛbɛtu hɛn ho fon kakra yɛwɔ baabi so a wɔbɛfrɛ na adwenkyerɛ a wo so bɛfrɛ na akyerɛ wɔ adwen yɛfi hɔ a yɛnyɛ amanze nkoten yɛbɔhwɛ dɛ yɛne mpotem bɛyɛ ahomeka nti socio-economic issues bebree so bɔpue hɔ te dɛ sanitation teenage pregnancy na nyɛma a ɔma mfantema no nkɔ n'anim nyinara yɛbɔbɔ mbɔdzen na yɛde abrɛ ho iyi nti potem nyinaa yɛafa nkurɔfo hɛ correspondent a wɔn so wɔ hɔ a wɔbɛbisa ho dze ɔrekɔ do wɔ baabiara na wɔn so ama hɛ aso ate na mmom yɛka dɛ sɛ phone-in segment no ba odu baabi a ɔdɛ wɔfra ho so wɔmfrɛ no wɔn nti wosɔn mu hɔ wɔdze afahyɛ wɔto egua do wɔyɛ biribiara a bɔmbɔdzen n'atwa na nɔmba no a ɔwɔ hɔ fa send hɛn video a fa send hɛn ade bi a wɔyɛ wɔ hɔ a na nyɛma bi nkɔ yie wɔ hɔ a epɛ dɛ yɛadwendwen ho a ɔde frɛ dɛm nɔmba wɔfrɛ dan send video no twɛ ne video na fa brɛ hɛn ɔyɛ asɛm na epɛ dɛ ka kyerɛ hɛn so a frɛ hɛn wɔ hɔ a na agya hɛn message wɔ hɔ no so yɛbɔhwɛ na yɛaka ho asɛm nyinaa nti mesrɛ ho yɛwo da biara wɔbɔ wɔfrɛ dan no nson wɔ Ghana mekyɛ 7 p.m. na America ha so no so wɔbɔ 2 a wɔn bɔmbɔden na wɔn brɛ show ya mama ha achen adwo wagima abraw yɛda ho ase da ho ada wo ma wɔboa ma dwumezi a wɔfa Tsetsekaasom ɔrekɔ n'anyim na mpanyimfo so aka dɛ abrabɔ na ɔsesa na wo so adan wo ho kakra nti yɛde dwumadi ne bi a bɛhyɛm ma odi kan yɛwɔ baabi a wɔfa na afotusɛm na adwenkyerɛ ehu yɛbɛtu hɛn ho fon kakra yɛwɔ baabi so a wɔbɛfrɛ na adwenkyerɛ a wo so bɛfrɛ na akyerɛ wɔ adwen yɛfi hɔ a yɛnyɛ amanze nkoten yɛbɔhwɛ dɛ yɛne mpɔtɛmpɔtɛm bɛyɛ ahomeka nti socio-economic issues bebree so bɔpue hɔ te dɛ sanitation, teenage pregnancy na nneɛma a ɔma mfantema no nkɔ n'anim nyinara yɛbɛbɔ mbɔdzen na yɛde abrɛ ho. Iyi nti mpɔtɛmpɔtɛm nyinaa yɛafa nkurɔfo hia correspondent a wɔn nso wɔ hɔ a wɔbɛbisa ho dze ɔrekɔ do wɔ beebiara na wɔn nso ama hia so ate. Na mmom yɛka dɛ sɛ phone-in segment no ba odu beebi a ɔdɛ wɔfra ho so wɔmfrɛ no wɔn nti wosɔn mu hɔ wɔredzi afahyɛ wɔreto egua do wɔreyɛ biribiara a bɔ mbɔdzen na twa na nɔmba no a ɔwɔ hɔ no fa send hɛn video a fa send hɛn adze bi a wɔreyɛ wɔ hɔ a na nneɛma bi nkɔ yie wɔ hɔ a epɛ dɛ yɛadwendwen ho a ɔde frɛ dɛm nɔmba wɔfrɛ no send video no twɛ ne video na fa brɛ hɛn ɔyɛ asɛm na epɛ dɛ ka kyerɛ hɛn so a frɛ hɛn wɔ hɔ a na agya hɛn message wɔ hɔ no so yɛbɔhwɛ na yɛaka ho asɛm nyinara nti mesrɛ ho yɛwo da biara wɔbɔ wɔfrɛ no nson wɔ Ghana mekyerɛ 7pm na America ha so no so wɔbɔ 2 a wɔn bɔ mbɔden na wɔn brɛ show yɛ ase. Mama ha akye adwo wɔgyema abraw yɛda ho ase da ho ada wɔ ma wɔboa me dwumedzi a wɔfa Tsetsekaasom ɔrekɔ n'enyim na mpanyinfo so aka dɛ abrabɔ na ɔsesa na wɔso adan wo ho kakra nti yɛde dwumedzi ne bi a bɛhyɛm ma odzi kan yɛwɔ beebi a wɔfa na afotusɛm na adwenkyerɛ ehu yɛbɛtu hɛn ho fon kakra yɛwɔ beebi so a wɔbɛfrɛ na adwenkyerɛ a wɔso bɛfrɛ na akyerɛ wɔ adwen yɛfi hɔ a yɛnyɛ amanze nkoten yɛbɔhwɛ dɛ yɛne mpɔtɛmpɔtɛm bɛyɛ ahomeka nti socio-economic issues bebree so bɔpue hɔ te dɛ sanitation, teenage pregnancy na nneɛma a ɔma mfantema no nkɔ n'anim nyinara yɛbɛbɔ mbɔdzen na yɛde abrɛ ho. Iyi nti mpɔtɛmpɔtɛm nyinaa yɛafa nkurɔfo hia correspondent a wɔn nso wɔ hɔ a wɔbɛbisa ho dze ɔrekɔ do wɔ beebiara na wɔn nso ama hia so ate. Na mmom yɛka dɛ sɛ phone-in segment no ba odu beebi a ɔdɛ wɔfra ho so wɔmfrɛ no wɔn nti wosɔn mu hɔ wɔredzi afahyɛ wɔreto egua do wɔreyɛ biribiara a bɔ mbɔdzen na twa na nɔmba no a ɔwɔ hɔ no fa send hɛn video a fa send hɛn adze bi a wɔreyɛ wɔ hɔ a na nneɛma bi nkɔ yie wɔ hɔ a epɛ dɛ yɛadwendwen ho a ɔde frɛ dɛm nɔmba wɔfrɛ no send video no twɛ ne video na fa brɛ hɛn ɔyɛ asɛm na epɛ dɛ ka kyerɛ hɛn so a frɛ hɛn wɔ hɔ a na agya hɛn message wɔ hɔ no so yɛbɔhwɛ na yɛaka ho asɛm nyinara nti mesrɛ ho yɛwo da biara wɔbɔ wɔfrɛ no nson wɔ Ghana mekyerɛ 7pm na America ha so no so wɔbɔ 2 a wɔn bɔ mbɔdzen na wɔn brɛ show yɛ ase. Mama ha akye adwo wɔgyema abraw yɛda ho ase da ho ada wɔ ma wɔboa me dwumedzi a wɔfa Tsetsekaasom.
ebusuafo yɛda ase dɛmɔdɛ ho ana mo hia nam wɔ dwumedzi no do na dɛmbrɛ yɛkan no beebi a yɛdu no yɛdze ɔyɛ yɛn mpanyinfo a yɛn ho bɛdzi dwumedzi no ndɛ no yɛba na afei yɛabɛda wɔn adzi mɛpɛ dɛ wankasa wɔbɛda wɔn ho adzi na wakyerɛ wɔbɔbere wɔ ɔyɛ communities a wɔwɔ na beebi a wɔkasa fi ewie a na yɛdzi dwumedzi no abɛhyɛ do nti mehu me brɛda Mike wɔ ha my sister adwoa so wɔ do na yɛ brɛda ɔkɔtɔ na mo kwan do ɔreba nti ma start if your sister no yɛakyerɛ ba what's it ladies first nti mpɔtɔ what's the menka hello mpɔtɔ what's the menka yo mpɔtɔ so wobutum we o meet one ho ato da na yo nti yɛakyerɛ ba mpɔtɔ sɛ kwan dɔm a botum na adɔ ho adzi ama yɛtie fo ne ahwɛfo so ewie a ne yɛaba me brɛda no do Yo, my sister, my summer say, my brother so akunya na no so wa da no ezi akyere ye tape na ya adofo. Yo, brother, but that's it. Yo, yo, yeah, that's it, brother. Yeah, that's it. Kofor Kade want say, yeah, sound no. But we are still working on it until say, oh yeah, now I'm a who comment session. I was on the Jumezini one year Murizi into say Monta behind pa. To Mr. Mama, you comment section if say, CC no yeah. Volume. Oh, okay. See, but why now one share my hand na yeah, share for na 80 for na one to na one gets involved. My yanko jenkratombra na one fan yeah if we know where juma my hand ma okay. Okay. What's the sound in the end? My pocho what may you who comment session up for bra. 4 questions bra, 4 comments bra. Na yenzi ho nkomo. Asam bia pede bisa ye nuanom bia na wankasa wa asem bia odo wa komado no. Fabra na yentumi yenzi ho nkomo. Na before I share no pede me bisa ma start fi oye ya chaba no do. In the topic ye bedu nkomo no, or say the role of the youth in sound no still na okay. So na anazisi oye kaka. Yanko break. Okay. But you're still now what you good free na but your sister Joanna brother Mike Motimenka. But your Motimenka. Sisi oh yeah. Okay. Commenting what say I can't hear the guest. Okay. yeguda ye ho adwuma yeguda ye ho adwuma na and the American no we are going to discuss the role of the youth in community development into yerba bohwe na ye ti ho komane even ye bisa de community na nkasa mpo no onya abaze na youth no mpo no do they even have a role to play ebi obi o hot ho onyi mpo de sana nara kra na hot ho no mpo ye youth obi o onyi mpo so youth mpo onyi mi de o wa asezi bi mpo wo ne manto wo ana no man no wo nti ye bohwe na yetumi yezi dem nkomani na nti mpomocho brother Mike na sister Adjo amotemenka sisi a okay okay nice nti question odi kan ye mepede yedi ho nkomo ma start if you sister Adjo anodo na ya share or friend them pere maybe said that youth in Ankasana, do we have a role in community development? Youth in Ankasa, your role be one, I was said to be or name feel uncle. Yo, that's it. Mama, Pomacho, encouraging Kratwa Bessia, Yapade, yes, a son, Yamam Kakra, na Nimuda Honti, Pomacho, Munsoma, Yajin Kratwa Bessia, Yaba, and I eat a brother so more worker.
Ọrụkọ n'enyim na mpanyinfo so aka dɛ abrabɔ na ɔsesa na wɔso adan wɔn ho kakra nti yɛde dwumadi ni bi a bɛhyɛm ma odi kan yɛwɔ beebi a wɔfa na afotusɛm na adwenkyerɛ ehu yɛbɛtu hɛn ho fon kakra yɛwɔ beebi so a wɔbɛfrɛ na adwenkyerɛ a wɔso bɛfrɛ na akyerɛ wɔ adwen yɛfi hɔ a yɛnyɛ amandze nkotee yɛbɔhwɛ dɛ yɛne mpɔtɛmpɔtɛm bɛyɛ ahomeka nti socio-economic issues bebree so bɔpue hɔ te dɛ sanitation teenage pregnancy na nneɛma a ɔma mfantema no nkɔ n'anim nyinara yɛbɛbɔ mbɔdzen na yɛde abrɛ ho iyi nti mpɔtɛmpɔtɛm nyinaa yɛafa nkurɔfo hɛ correspondent a wɔn nso wɔ hɔ a wɔbɛbɛbisa ho dze ɔrekɔ do wɔ beebiara na wɔn nso ama hɛ aso ate na mmom yɛka dɛ sɛ phone-in segment no ba odu beebi a ɔdɛ wɔfra wɔn nso wɔmfrɛ no wɔn nti wosɔn mu hɔ wɔdzi afahyɛ wɔto egua do wɔyɛ biribiara a bɔnbɔdzen n'atwa na nɔmba no a ɔwɔ hɔ fa send hɛn video a fa send hɛn ade bi a wɔreyɛ wɔ hɔ a na nyɛma bi nkɔ yie wɔ hɔ a epɛ dɛ yɛadwendwen ho a ɔde frɛ dɛm nɔmba wɔfrɛ no send video no twɛ ne video na fa brɛ hɛn ɔyɛ asɛm na epɛ dɛ ka kyerɛ hɛn so a frɛ hɛn wɔ hɔ a na agya hɛn message wɔ hɔ no so yɛbɔhwɛ na yɛaka ho asɛm nyinara nti mesrɛ ho yɛwo da biara wɔbɔ wɔfrɛ no nson wɔ Ghana mekyerɛ 7 p.m. na America ha so no so wɔbɔ 2 a wɔn bɔ mbɔdzen na wɔn brɛ show ya ma ha achen adwo wajima abraw yɛda ho ase da ho ada wo ma wɔboa ma dwumezi a wɔfa Tsetsekaasom ɔrukɔ n'enyim na mpanyinfo so aka dɛ abrabɔ na ɔsesa na wɔso adan wo ho kakra nti yɛde dwumadi ni bi a bɛhyɛm ma odi kan yɛwɔ beebi a wɔfa na afotusɛm na adwenkyerɛ ehu yɛbɛtu hɛn ho fon kakra yɛwɔ beebi so a wɔbɛfrɛ na adwenkyerɛ a wɔso bɛfrɛ na akyerɛ wɔ adwen yɛfi hɔ a yɛnyɛ amandze nkotee yɛbɔhwɛ dɛ yɛne mpɔtɛmpɔtɛm bɛyɛ ahomeka nti socio-economic issues bebree so bɔpue hɔ te dɛ sanitation teenage pregnancy na nneɛma a ɔma mfantema no nkɔ n'anim nyinara yɛbɛbɔ mbɔdzen na yɛde abrɛ ho iyi nti potem ina ya afa nkrofo here correspondent a mo so wo hɔ a obebe bisa mo ze ɔlokɔdo wɔ beebi ara na ho so ama he aso ate na mom ya kada sa phone in segment ne ba odu beebi ɔda wo fra mo so wɔn frɛ no minti wo son mu hɔ wo dza afa hyɛ wo to eguado wo yɛ bibi ara bombodi ne twa na number na ɔwɔ hɔ fa send hen video a fa send hen ade bi a wo ye wo hɔ na nyama bi nkoye wo hɔ a epɛ dɛ ya dwendwene ho a all the friend them number friend or friend and send the video no twa video na fa brɛ hen or ya asam na epɛ dɛ ka kyerɛ hen so a fra hen wo hɔ a na agya hen message wo hɔ no so ye bɔhwɛ na ya ka ho asam nyinaa enti mesra ho ya wo da biara wɔbɔ wɔ friend then no nson wɔ Ghana me 7 p.m. na America ha so no so wɔbɔ 2 a wɔn bɔden na wɔn break show ya ma ha achen adwo wajima braw ya da ma asida ma da ma wɔboa ma dwumezi a wɔfa Tsetsekaasom ɔrukɔ n'anyim na mpanyinfo so aka dɛ abrabɔ na ɔsesa na wo so adan wo ho kakra nti yɛde dwumedi ni bia bɛhyɛm ma odi kan yɛ wɔ beebi a wɔfa na afutusɛm na adwenkyerɛ ehu yɛbɛtu hɛn ho fon kakra yɛ wɔ beebi so a wɔbɛfrɛ na adwenkyerɛ a wo so bɛfrɛ na akyerɛ wɔ adwen yɛfi hɔ a yɛn yɛ amanze nkoten yɛbɔhwɛ dɛ yɛn mpotem bɛyɛ ahokanti socio-economic issues bebree so bɔpue hɔ te dɛ sanitation teenage pregnancy na nyɛma a ɔma mfantema no nkɔ n'enyim nyinara yɛbɔbɔ mbɔdzen na yɛde abrɛ ho iyi nti potem nyinaa yɛ afa nkrɔfo here correspondent a mo so wɔ hɔ a obebe bisa mo dze ɔlokɔdo wɔ beebi ara na ho so ama he aso ate na mom yɛ kada sa phone in segment ne ba odu beebi ɔda wɔ fra mo so wɔn frɛ no minti wo son mu hɔ wo dza afa hyɛ wo to eguado wo yɛ bibi ara bombodi ne twa na number na ɔwɔ hɔ fa send hen video a fa send hen ade bi a wo ye wo hɔ a na nyama bi nkoye wo hɔ a epɛ dɛ ya dwendwene ho a all the friend them number friend and send video no twa ne video na fa brɛ hen or ya asam na epɛ dɛ ka kyerɛ hen so a fra hen wo hɔ a na agya hen message wo hɔ no so ye bɔhwɛ na ya ka ho asam nyinaa enti mesra ho ya wo da biara wɔbɔ wɔ friend then no nson wɔ Ghana me 7 p.m. na
ye fear no all my problems kakra na me gide CC as bibia dem me aboafo na wo baka ye ho ma yezi nkoma no wo do what yan nka pomocho mo temenka yo mate yeah that's it yo ntina nkoma na yezi no na before mpa ye babo ho no oma yendi nkampom bisa because ebia na sebi obi o ha onye me youth no mpa na azba me ka da me call high school na me nkofu bi na wo de chinje wo youth no obi say youth no because there is about fantima oye babun na babun no so yeti babun na yenyim de babun ni ye sebi o obi a onfa benyina na de besia da nti de fear de ebia afadam kwan no da inye babun inye youth it's mpada me bisa mo member me brother Mike no do waka youth wadin chere on is it age bracket bi ana sabi wo so nyime nkrofo ya adwen obi a ode no ho akaba ma na do obi amfa no ho nka besia
Okay. Yeah, so say Kayuta, there were different definitions, but this is my, but I'm logging out from the Zoom call. I'm using WhatsApp. Okay, so here Kayuta, I feel there anybody below the age of 50 from puberty, let's say 13 years, all the way to 50 years.
Mbocho se zoom no wado a botumi na mute na na de end on na maya at the yeti feedback bi
Okay. Yes, in the Seyeka Utah, just about those who are too young and other those who aren't married or something like that. But people between the ages of 13 to 50, there are different age bracket. What do you call it? Range, different organization, Rema. But in my work, what I've done so far, in my work in different organizations and circles, no, Seyeka Utah, between the ages of 13 to 50. That is from puberty, when you start becoming an adult, like an adolescent boy or girl, all the way to your age of 50 years, where you are very strong. It is mainly the age bracket. You are at your optimum mental and physical well-being. That is the age bracket where you are able to do a lot of things physically and mentally challenging. As I say, But if you are above the age of 50, we all know that at that age going, people face a lot of health problems now. They cardiovascular problems.
Oh, Brother Mike, Pachoti Yanka. Bakara Brother Mike, no volume na akofom kakra. Hello, Brother Mike, wa. Okay, Bakara Brother Mike ne network no. Okay, Pachoti Menka. Hello, Brother Mike, it's Menka. Okay, Sister Adjoa said it's Menka. Yambra odona area na yasana kwa Brother Mike na do. Pachoti Menka. Okay, ntina ye hwe youth no ye ka youth mo adwenkyerɛn den dem na ye brother ka no also if what age bracket no do ana also no bebu no na lie no na also wa adwenkyerɛn ho yede
menye ya adwene papa age bracket no dem is na waka nanyin masoma adwenkyerɛn oye period onipa life ma oye very active physically, mentally, emotionally, or otherwise, or you're very active. Obotum zina dintre na mozen oza abua mpuntu. Inti sa yeka yuta or your age bracket. To them okay no menyini ya bidin pepepe.
Okay, into that man na chada akwa de me pepe bi 70 years na no years ni pa adzo abo bia botuma anu so baby into ya ye za agora anu so pedo hia betibi no onye youth ehun.
That be on the way to more them age brackets on your youth.
Your talk up and they will say na boys say be wo me na yenye bi but my you then there no so onye youth into ya maka cha na papa and you wa fe fun kede agro you yeah that say you think you be say oye youth involvement no na me pede me hu there youth for no ya says na ye di ho nkomo no so brother Mike abada assessing being that what are some of the roles able to me for ya na ya da bo community no assessing being that
you opportunity minka
sisi amete won ka ye pa
okay excellent inti youth role no when I can say our community tomorrow it takes a big chunk or yeah very important another it is the pivot of which the community can grow. Now, what do I mean by this? Say, if a youth now, the youth has to take roles, number one, in leadership and planning. Number two, in community advocacy. Number three, in manpower projects. Now, say we define the youth from retirees and senior citizens. Now, them group of people, they usually have a lot of experience. In one role is more of a supervisory role. They give wisdom to how the community must behave. They give wisdom onto the laws the community must obey and how the community must run. But up on the running of the community and the development of the community now, youth no do.
Okay.
The youth have to supposed to take leadership positions and now planning now. How community there? Let's take a community, okay? Let's say, for example, Cape Coast as a city, as an example. The Cape Coast itself needs to have a youth forum outside of the parliamentary MP and the traditional, structure. Then youth forum, they are going to be part of the planning of how Cape Coast is supposed to be. For example, in the area of sanitation, say Cape Coast, there are some people serving in the morning or in the night, and they're going to do their business there. There are people who are throwing things in the gutter, where the fishes have been. All these things, or a problem is that all sanitation in the city, another in the town. The youth leadership, they are supposed to come up with a plan to mitigate them problems. Now, what I've noticed in Infantimemu is not only it's the whole of Africa, is that youth, everybody has forgotten their role. Everybody is chasing the wind. Let me tell you, in this generation, okay, everybody is chasing money. Not everybody is going to get money, but everybody is supposed to be happy. Them happiness, everybody is not going to get it through the pursuit of money. Young generation, we have brainwashed and we have conditioned the minds of people to think that any car, then you are not useful. Any car, then why you cry? Any car, then you are not part of the equation. Until them, from the foundation of the world, there will be the wealthy and there will be those who are not doing too well. But those who are not doing too well are communal structure. Today, we had Asafo companies. We are and could be a war winning by the whole two. We have some have more than 10 different Asafo companies. Now these companies, they involve themselves in particular projects. What's the infrastructure, the whole community plan. You see, here discussion, I think that if we are not able to find the root problem, we will not be able to make grounds or develop what we want to develop or the impact we are not able to do it because youth now, when they just grow up and they get to a certain age, now maybe after secondary school now, the person is looking for money because there is no direction. Even the parents in Mpono were more on direction. If you confront anymore, there are so many girls and guys. Some of the girls don't even sleep in their parents' houses. You understand? They are roaming about. This you see this young ladies sleeping in the boyfriend of the house of the boyfriend, and this person is here now. All this thing is because of a lack of structure. Now, what we have to do as youth and bring back planning and change the mindset or the goal of every human being. In the past, communities, houses, beautiful palaces, beautiful community centers, without the help of professional construction companies or whatsoever, or your communal labor. You understand?
Okay.
Because there is community leadership. If there is a youth leadership, I want to mobilize all the youth there, okay. But then the whole of, let's say, Okunfi should be like a garden city into a tree planting project. To get involved. Then on the following month, sanitation advocacy. Until we are going to clean up the whole state, and then we are going to educate people on the best sanitation practice. On the third month, okay, we are going to try to build new community centers. Now then the people can go, the children can go there and go and play. In the olden days, we have centers. The children come together and the old men tell them stories. We have centers. The chief no then the community center for the chief, a debate ground for the chief. In this generation, because of the modernity, we have lost all those things. And I'm not against modernity, but the problem is that when we throw away everything in the pursuit of modernity, that is where our problem lies in. We have to go back again and learn from the old ways. Some of the things that help us to build community. You know, community building. You see, there was a particular, I think last year, I watched a particular old fancy movie. I forgot it was a video clip or a short clip. It's a new title. It was on Everything Fancy page. Now, do you know what the movie was talking about? There was a particular man there who free, I think, were crashing. It was any time, and he was having a community meeting with the youth of the town. And I'll catch him one day. I think it was soft one or something. And I'll catch him one day. Any town we young to misdevelopment. We need houses. Right now, all of us seated here are strong. We can get people who are going to support us with building materials. But you, the youth, have to be laborers to build these houses. Build these houses for everybody in the community so that we can all have a decent place to live in. That was the now that movie, it's a movie. I think in the 50s or something, it's a movie. So in those times, so they had that sense of community development, which was youth driven. And if you look at the idea of the man who was speaking to the youth of Southbourne now, he was telling them there to develop the town, all the youth to come together as laborers. Today, nobody tells somebody what to do. If this person is living here or so.
Brother Mike, it raised a very good point to be pa na pocho so momo ho ye babo ho na membisa yes sister there. Do you think that the youths are doing enough? Because I rather raise some scenarios about sanitation projects and I say, do you think the youths are doing enough in the community, or you think there is something preventing the youth?
Okay, but that's it. What's a meal? Ama madwina yenta. Asam na kaye sikan fenu a otwa hatwa. Nti no me bisa mo ho de. In as much as youth no wo assess owo de wo ye. Wo bibia obiara hwe wono kwan de owo de wo ye no. The other side of the coin is that one them akwenyan ana in our various communities yenu kro ahoro no do impren ya yereka say ana one youth no akwenya, do they have the platform to express their minds? There was one adwenire ona was one nyimzia was one was both it's one thing having an expectation for someone, and it's another thing where the person has the avenue, has the platform, has a role. Inti yeni youth in the day 7. Yenina yarisha pande ko wada wayedam. Na so say if most of the positions there in Zamanu there or the youth in the youth are not involved because what categorize one baby. See, that makes my brother and a kind. Since your times have changed, everybody wants to be heard. Obia pedo or feel important. Obia pedo or feel their national opinion. My way everybody wants to be heard. Are they ready to listen to our youth? Why a crowd with the wobete one also one perspective? I was so was a man there in penny full of pede abribia youth no was so comb now would say one uncle say and a samna kay here and there or they yet haka cry yet has a cry. It's youth in the day. We all have expectations for them, but are we ready to involve them in decision making? Are we ready to listen to their opinion? Are we ready to also listen to what they have to say as far as the development of our various communities are concerned? Because
I'm facham na mecho and what's my kafa be na ama mpada me bisa question be there. Why do you think that on my be another community be no they want the youth to be involved? Even air politics, even music and other. Obi and young na or basura, obi ane waje. But for some reason, na obstacles bi ho one pada obama here kwan. Wadwene mu no what do you think there or ontina mpanyimfo no one pada obama here kwan say ya adwene no na wo feel there or ya mofo ma adwene na there maye kan na say bi onyansa enyim.
Mokwacho mezi campaign mpanyimfo dodo na what trivialize the youth no wana adwenkyerɛ. What bunde sebi imoframan wana sam ni muyedru ana wana adwenkyerɛ onkwa enyim. They are not even ready to take their opinions on certain matters. But say ye pill, sister in Bebunan na wababwa mayachi chukrono. Because they are youth in a mesima iriazero kono, youth no have a different perspective to life. Mesima wohun zamano on tedama, yanananano wohun no. It is a wabama youth no attention. Now we take one so one say now what that to talk ma mpanyinfo no wanyimu na wahwe mesma wobɛyɛ a meje biani nyina na youth no so wa feel involved in developing the community. Mekade obi se epede sebi okrampo yenyim de wonfa nam wonfa nguru okra no ho nemo aza isha nyipan most of the times say is this Shannon sa na say or feel responsible for the thing ayana do ye to an extent, not in all cases but to an extent. It is a abufrana in you wo fie no say be wara wo bampo ima na adwene kire wo nyawa afrano or feel head interpret piano opede obe express no wo fie anade ordinary adwene kire beba ma the madi ma so muhunu wada mokwani do there mba penino or 7 years, as young as 7 years. I called the child na me pisa na adwentre just to me pede mo bora mo bana adwene na mo humesima odwenofa. Iti bibi wawa bia na emi penino na esi gina dada na so me frama ba na me pisa nde ni aza me pede me yen edwene ho den. It amazes me sometimes abufaka kaba adventure the papa mutu me ja amazing mu fanazan. Until that you be realize that you no more from so another youth no so in the public wonu ma or they yete one na futu sabi enya abufra bia anya youth bia na wa boni peshi another on pay futu another on pay bibia ye obi so wa sabi ope bibia ye. Some of them are screaming out loud not so one to one say ma mesha said that morobo panti hu de wuri in bebuni bebre pinara na wa ba mi inbox mu wa ba catch am sister adwa the man na montu na metu mitu ibesi ha sitia mtu nkomenyi bio o so ande mako forward a mpanyimfo no won tem bio was so there me abofraba me re too much was so there me ye penyinsam was so there mama akafa ba ne muntu me ye nti penyini bia ntem bio. And these are very brilliant ideas some penyinfo no wo beti if you mo fra no na what aka ho a nka you go to mpon it's a misread or what they yen penyinfo no today. The world has moved baby me wi na rokon steady in Bebunu so were brilliant ideas would take
Yo, wasme da sapa o asame akafa be no mu yeduru pa no mu na wasem bia kan na ama atoma akoma dokra pa na brother Mike mamimbi say the mention some of the very good initiative able to na yes sister so akafa be there sometimes ideas nimu bobio pa in the asam ya yimpe oze be is to forma nyansa wom. Why do you feel that you do campaign for no way nyima what my opportunities is it the system na or you feel that they are failing us another yankasa no yet baby a your community another what share ya bia and what tumna what's blocking them and then here we are going to look at how we will overcome those things because society now it's or the na yakabo into odin kano yɛnhwɛ why a wɔyɛ dɛm adze no na wia no yɛahwɛ how we can overcome it.
You why in why the mountain? Not being I think what they are thinking though, but I'm not in shame there. And more energetic into you know in informal because they are more experienced now. Understand? And sometimes when they get to that level, you know, in the young people maybe envious or threatened into or feel that if they hit too much them. It is just like maybe and who's a very smart wife. One better any wife will be overcoming into even the wife not because they
Brother Mike, Pocho, botum na adan ho kakra. Baka da o network no o twetwe sika kakra ma. Botum ejina baby ama he kakra.
Okay. Move to a new place. Yeah, my sister Ninka sana me move to a new place. Okay.
Pocho yo, mate. Yo, and sister Adra na ye hwe no why no ye wi aya hwe. What do you think why dream no ye botum ya to overcome those things na ye so ye campaign for na yima with some ideas ye hwe botum na odin punto aba we tenyen.
On the side of the youth, no, I think it's about time also what they assume responsibility.
Okay.
You need to try to be very responsible youth. Everybody will take you serious. So once I'm being saying, oh yeah, people prejudge you. Inti was summarize but no wa conclude them of that. But say once the ye be ebia kronara iwomuno imbawu breye infe nyizi imobiara chede iya wonzama basabasa etu trasama okodo nyina owo na ize enyim gang chede wusubani bi nkoye ya oya sen there obi obeji wenum asem na ozebo atodo into no youth no let us learn to be responsible people in our own small way no yenye very responsible obi a enyizi sana na yemfa man yemfa bribi insi nye nenwado me small be ya our life will take shape na obi ehun there no onyi pay botai bi si nenwado. Mind you, say obi hunde iriye bribi, you are achieving something, you are doing something with your life. Oh, then you pay our plan. Our plan is not they are good in decision making, another one or two things are working for them. It's a ikasa oyana onyasan there be objective. Nemum say what subana another wabrabon and kayadam na say in drubon in a to transam in a zedam na wabrabo man. Oya son. There, Sebi, Warawa Fumpo, Obebisa Wabenchi. Into on the side of the youth, no, Mestre, let us be more proactive. Let us be more responsible. Na yamfa in puntun yamfa ne personal. Bukrona ewodono. Wankasa pepribi in your own small way. Ebeye na izabwa. Iya damazena ubia buhu we unde no. Afraid another branch and architecture. Ripi papa wana dream. Onya papa makroya or okay. It starts to be bia. Everybody will notice. It's youth, let us be more proactive. Let us be more involving. Na yamfa ye no ho nhye in sama obopua ye no kro ni mu. Amedwuma yamfa ye de ho nhyem. Tede azipiara oze nyimnyam bebre kro no. Yenya consent. Miss Mobeya mpanyinfo no so obehu de kro no wadwene pa wo ye ni trim. Miss Mobeya ye suggest bibia we sum na was a yedwuma. It's mesre youth no. Yensia de be more responsible, more proactive. Na yama kronim puntu so onye dem okianyen. Say ye the menza me nyina na se still impenyimfo no wente ye na. Then you go home baby ma yeze ye na asem kan na yeze be ye den yeze bafa.
Yo, sister Adwa, wasama kan no mu yedur pa. Damre ye sister no yorka no se what say aponche se obama John de se dura sabio enyim baby ahwe wankasa no wo hwe wo tibia na ahwe mo nsmati na rokonyim pa na yim na mfa yin na akwa akasa no anadu adwuna akwa na akwa eda akotu na yim ebia na asam mpo na aze kɔ no oya asam papa. But nyimpa no oshowo background as eba na oh de no akwe ebia sabio enda na adwen na ada ho but ochine bi no ebia na atochima enti wala na ebia na and this is not anything against our ghetto brothers but it's alright ghetto na ehye 247 obia anyimu inyempo nsie na de na mamanfo yin wodo well, sorry, I ran son than my brand nether the go team. Mara, me uncle be no mammy from. I say, oh, Nala Basho young queen. Who has the economy? I say, oh, madam, I died jata and top a dodge, Mary. Namakacha, mamma, catch an uncle zoo. Nina, no more, hold on, catch it on you. Cheddar, and then you may be brain a youth in the yeti and walk ship. And Tom I'm paying for no one yana, when we are serious. Sebio, Kakrana, was so warrior BB. To show there was no bottom na or wajin me other bonum pon wakwa in painful no they feel there ye na the man or it let us be responsible na yenhwe na in painful no so we tum na wajin atum na yeah brother Mike pocho etimenka okay sisi abaka da wa kuma ne mama bi say I wonder now say yes there is some revolution be or record bohuna UTB today my young Burkina Faso UTB wako joman no we are not promoting that aspect of a and youth in bebre wa so what what they for politics na adinmu. Do you think that it's a right move? Do you think that youth no share politics and other we should maintain just in our communities?
It is a no-brainer. I would share politics. You understand? I mean, I always say there, if you are going to politics or leadership, or three criteria, I watch before I vote for somebody or I support a person. The first one will be the character or the integrity of the person. You understand? Is the person a truthful person, a sincere person? Number two is the intelligence. Okay, answer. And number three is the passion and energy. Now, with the integrity, we don't know everybody's character until no problem change. The intelligence, on file there, you are an adult or you are an old person or you're a young person. Intelligence cuts across genders and age groups. But urban energy and passion, that is one thing that the youth has more than anybody else. Youth were very strong and very passionate when they are pursuing their goals. Inti say president and other opinion for our transform our communities, our countries, and wherever we are now, then we have to involve more of the youth. So even this particular government in Poa, you would notice there a lot of young people have been given positions today. Foreign minister, a young person, a communications minister, a young person, a deputy agriculture minister, very, very young people. And so far, they're not doing a bad job. Yalanka uncle, Latu Forsen, is a very young man, and he's doing an exceptional job because he has a fresh brain to work with. As I say, if we are going to sit back that no, it's not going to work that way. Even if you go abroad now, you see that a lot of countries in Europe, the French presidents, they are very young. Many countries are now moving, shifting towards the traditional older people to the younger people. Now, I mean, older leadership no or wrong another. We should go away from that because older people also know they can lead with wisdom. As I say, but in this generation we live in, we need a lot of speed, especially when it comes to development in Africa. And if you want to work with speed, then you need to work with younger people. As I say, so the shift we are seeing in the Sahel, where we are seeing the Burkina base, the youth taking up arms and taking the reins of government and all that. Trend beer waba. And we also have to catch onto that trend because the youth are going to be the drivers of change in this country. Say you speed, you develop faster, then we have to rely on the youth. Whilst in Peninfono, they give guidance and leadership. But the engine of growth in Ankasano, Ujina youth,
Yo, Ojina youth do. Yo, yeah, that's the extra comment and call for was about what's about to me comment about yeah, and now you move our next topic. Gisesina also I agree with Mr. Mike. Also, Brother Mike, what's some now can auto assume I say the adults mostly don't do anything because if they did, we will not be where we were. The last time it's very controversial, kakra. Now, yeah, sometimes and also because if you crowd be paying for now, this would do ya. What a warrior. No man or record pa. Na yedi na ya sometimes ye dwen ho a na oye kakra because ye young people ni ye old people so na obia na dey no much but ye for no nto nchen na ye mbra social media because we cannot talk about the youth without social media. Into sister Adwa Pepede maybe said, do you think social media no it's empowering the youth? So that we can get more involved and either it's distracting us. Why have you been trying then?
All right. Social media, no it is a tool. And tool needed, it can be handed to Obibiara. It depends on what you do with it.
Okay.
No, obey ye yamanade, on ye mo. Sometimes sometimes most of the times it depends on the individual. Ye youth ma owo trim, ma owo na dream, ne value wa also today or no bicha obey that is the first thing that comes to mind. Say they own use in the social media platform on fine bibia. It's social media or you good and bad. It will give you exposure, it will amplify you regardless of what you are doing. It is to not so your papa. Social media will throw more light on it and amplify it. The marathon I take on another garbage, it to us on also obibia rabu. It is embedded on the individual. Value is a robano. It boils down to the character of the person.
Okay.
Social media, social media, or your tool, you're able to may use. What hand over them they were papa on the bottle you go home. Now, say, Bonusa, on the bottle you go home. What I will do is that I will intrigue the youth. Then try as much as possible to put value out there. Because maybe we are zero corner. Everybody is going after value. If what you are doing, people do not see value in it, it is a waste of time. Let us look for value, how we can inform or impact the next person and put that out there. Use social media not to our advantage. Because social media the second was amo. Either the bow another the bottle, it's be a weight band, it be your medibay or them for so the bro. It or depend on yen suban no de yenya. Inyi subana inyi suban. Inyentity ya inyentity. It was suban sha it was suban. Say ye blame social media pia. Amanko ze mentase because or ye suban. Social media de another obey in zama pi nenywa chro. Oma or expose in zama be praise chro. As a youth, but it is also dependent on your character as a person. I bet you what you will use that information for, what you will use your platform for. It boils down to character, as far as I am concerned.
Yo, my sister, my dad say the social media and on other hop. You use so and use so baby one kasa as be no and obey determine baby as well brabo fa nti sɛ if ɔwɔde na bɔkɔ akɔ yie yi ho na sɛ bi awoso so ho a ɔda hɔ ɔretwɛn ho brother Mike dama asɛm yi wo so wadwenkyerɛ kakra wɔ dɛ social media no.
Yes, social media. Then my sister can why no to do many again 100%. Social media or a tool. Your original question was about distraction and then social media and how it's affecting the youth and I don't know. Social media or a tool, you understand. But how you use it is what is the matter. That's where the matter is. Because first of all, you have to look at your own self as a person, what you are doing. As I say, for example, if you are a nurse and you are on an 8-hour, 12-hour shift, you have no business spending your time on social media because lives are in your hands. As I say, but today people are complaining there. Eco hospitals and nurses, some of them they are not paying attention to the patients and they are always on their phones laughing and all stuff like that. In terms of demand, hello.
But you too.
Yes, into urban demand, then it becomes a distraction to you and it becomes a threat to human life. Perhaps you are a mason, you are building buildings and stuff like that. When it's time for you to work now, when they focus on your work, on your day you are doing your work and then you have put TikTok and you are watching it and you are mixing cement and no. When you do that, you are going to do a study job. At the end of the day, say build the way we are. It could actually collapse on the person who the building is for, because you were not focusing on what you are doing. When it comes to your personal life, you have to know that this is what I do, what I am doing. I don't need to spend too much time on social media because of my work or my academics. But after academics, which means about 2 hours, 3 hours being to spend online per day. Now, online spending, you have to choose what the algorithm brings to you. If you are a youth, ambition, then you would always try to consume educational and informational content. As I say, because in this world there are different choices. Those who want to be educated and informed and then upgraded, they are going to get their content, their PE or if you also want to be entertained 24/7, PE so and you are going to be entertained, but you're not going to gain anything from it. Into social media can be a distraction if you don't have a plan for your life. Into youth and Kasano, the one thing that every youth must have is to have a plan for their own life and an ambition. Now, youth have woke up in the morning, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. It doesn't matter your situation. On found there, a village, another woman will be another any. It doesn't matter your financial status. It doesn't matter your educational status. Here and there, your mind, has been set towards something greater for the future. Into our mindset now, then when you wake up and you're doing anything, there is intentionality. And if a phone now and you say, okay, this phone I'm doing, they check WhatsApp messages because maybe I'm a carpenter. My client may send me WhatsApp messages. I'm not when I run the adverts, go on my page, maybe I'm a caterer, I have a Facebook page, I have a TikTok page, or I create food content, be let me post to or TikTok, because when I post it, I may get 10,000 views, 14,000 views, 40,000 views, even 150,000 views. If the content is good enough and the algorithm is favorable to me, and based on that 14,000 views, people start DMing you, more wedding deal, are you available? Then you start getting clients, you start making money for your family, for yourself and your family. You understand? But if you are taking your phone and you plan BRR, you can just go there, you be doom scrolling. I'm a friend doom scrolling. You just scrolling, laughing, watching what they call it, ball head videos and dancing videos and this thing. But then you realize that 4 hours of your life has been wasted. Into social media, just as our sister Adra was saying, or your tool in your hand as a youth. If you don't have a plan or ambition now, not why a distraction amount, because you're going to use it anyhow, but a planner, that on social. Let me tell you, for example, I do what do you call it? I build digital solutions, websites now. So many things. I even manage some company social media pages. So I spend a lot of time on social media because or then we create the content, let me post now. And other stuff I do, building website now. I didn't learn it. I learned it on social media, YouTube. You understand? I learned all that stuff on YouTube, and so when I go to YouTube now, then I learned this in about 11 years ago.
Wow.
When I started, it's more than 11 years ago when I learned this thing. You understand? And so then I still use that skill for many companies now. And I learned that on social media. I'm in school, even the certificate I have now, I'm not using it. What I learned on social media is what I'm using today. If you are a youth now, you need to have a plan for your life. You need to have ambition for your life, for your future. And then the social media can be useful for you. But any plan, any ambition, then you are going to waste your hours on doom scrolling. I'm also imagining.
Yo, brother Mike, what's my kind of me as a pa? Yeah, share comment. Yeti for the share for so was a bra. And I Kwame Krishna, dear, I'll say, just watch the space of politics now. The young MPs are making the work smooth and easy. Into our account about MP now some kind of. And sister Gisesina, so I say, unfortunately, we live in a world. Unfortunately, we live in a society where bad news drives more traffic than good news. So there is definitely a pros and cons on or a share social media. No, yeah, brother Prince. So I say, I think the social media is misleading most of the youth these days. Instead of reasoning and telling the truth, we rather hang out to politics, to play defense games, on our chat, social media, no, youth in the now, no one use in here now. Yeah, brother, Nana Kwame so say many countries have restricted their social media usage in age wise, and some content can't be posted or published. Or well, no cry because equal social media da nyama ọwọdo no oye hunde so phone ayo common afro baby akete once that your friend and your time no me phone amankasa me phone na me obe SS3 on mpodem phone no battery no dem no me be call na me dishim because phone no it's na 5 minutes in edum but in the phone you common nti obi out to me here more other and your brother Prince, so I say, they will use their platforms to fight instead of using it to create what. I ask some of them, I say, maybe. I don't know, your sister and your brother can. Social media is it's a tool. I quite today, busy, akoko, and I bobi other showing same. It's up to you. Akoko no, basha no, mawato, na wanya, nkoko bebre, and I the bobon coin, na are. Aha, it's a bon kwan area. I am there. Oh, yeah, na say no. Nti, let's learn how we can utilize these tools na ye tumna fe they improve in life because yeah, sometimes yeah, say film e ko online and zama nkofu post na zama when you ask yourself the hey, kofu what time pa na bokwan na nyimpa wo gudon asam no bete na nyansa bia anyim sabe but nyimpa wo godo no at ekọ obi ne comment ase ana ekọ obi ne videos ana obi ne content a ihwe nyama papa or record ankofu nyido you ask yourself hey na dem nkofu nyina I mean nsami na nyimpa no oka want ana because the ombegina ha na omba sabiu omba hihye obi aroba ana de omba yi no hu nti na wan hwe na but obi ana na aza ne focus wodo nti Sisi ano question I'm peda me bisa my sister Adwa very controversial maybe no be no question or the mama also me bisa there why there in the youth in bebre they don't want to stay in Ghana and they don't want to stay in their communities obi ho a wo won yan ye fie kra say opada okotena akra opada okotena kumase ho a wo yi so they don't even want to have anything to do with Ghana opada wo to kwan na wo ko baby eba azin na youth na yampare ya betina Ghana.
Yo, my brother, the was me or your controversial lampa. Nah, there will be why so controversy. Makani them brother. It's about your mindset. Or you know, the grass is not always greener on the other side. Or your warrant to say nipan adwina or the womb in on ye giza you will womb in ochra wo day to the etukwan apamanaze and sana it's ye menkade akwentu enye menkado yaze papa but warrant to say nipa what priorities, what capacity as a person, and a value or woman, you know you can make it in Ghana equally as you can make it anywhere else in the world. Because Sebi Pinekasa, the Guara Proko, the Janima, Obeya, no Beye, Obasansa Kata, that's a purple. Now said the Proko to Onifigana, the Kodra Brochira, on Sasan Yenchi. It's when you pursue, when you ban in a gym. It was Ghana and no bet you yedi. Sabi in Yano Quarrelful. Oh, Ghana ha ma. It to Panuko baby or Baya was a.
No quite.
Se one kasa in your discipline. Ghana ha na se kakrabia. It one into me manage, not into me ye bribia up a day you will say. It say Oya wasn't there. I don't know. But some or your relative. Or your very relative, Obi wa or the Ninsa Ashedi Demri film. No, Debia or Sora, ni certificate, or that ne ponodo, no shame and a pay your brain, no true applications do call. They are rich and the Cassida, or Biba Fande Juma. And I will who there will go to why you useful, another why you juma, or be so or the next certificate in the Messia ye bracken, Atoma Comado, or do award the next certificate in Atom Chen. Why should share another value when you it is paying off than this certificate, you know. It is a Wagana ha. Nase obesi wuye it's about your mindset and on your discipline na wara ibenya. Say it's ye Wagana, but to me it's ye wo baby. So far as you are very disciplined and loyal. Inti going to now, you need you to know worry through there, wobo to kwan, sebi mpinedasa. Abrochi one two sika wo due do ho. Also, systems are in place over there. Fine, granted. But say inya kwenya nkwa ono ntrede it's na Ghana ha runtu mi ye djuma inzinu kwa inya discipline monsi wuye marakata ma papa ontu kwa no nkwa abrochida na nseya na my sister mechiba owu wo UK na o man invitation okezi bosom wo hobai papa na brapo asase nyina Ghana he yara na so papa aye djuma wo Ghana ha oza hwe ne mba nyinara the least education obinya ye first degree. He is okay. Why ye need Japan so why ye be we saw him the kind of discipline he put into his job. He is okay or you're comfortable. He's above average. I saw the hard work in American. Maso me to Canada. Maba, but me just suppose be na mude Ghana ha sawaha na se wo right mindset. Na se ye disciplined. You can make something good out of your life. Say in your opportunity no, then you go to can na se e pia. But so opportunity by yet, so I believe there is something you can do with your life. Because minimum crofo be prayer, what abrochira, sebi, what freshie, mabusumi biara, or send this car. No one young could be what Belgium, me send in this car.
Wow.
And the grass is not always greener at the other side. It's about your mindset. Discipline. So being a human or being a one for where human and you juma waha. Na say zino call ye human and the one cast away juma. It wounds war. It's a shawara wasn't. Miss Mobaya that you won't suck and was a miss my ebayan. Yenina ya repair ya soft life into ye America bon day binum wa Arab countries see obi go akeshe Kuwait obi akesha ha no was nere ye sabi akwa na ejuma sabi was nere ye nkuru to juma manya kufu bi awafa wa kokoi Saudi in on you Kuwait obi order kitchen da obeyaza 1 year ni ye no lock kitchen nimpo order washroom. See, Tibia Sebi on Fato Kenineba. Dudona, Bebono Dudona, when in name Asia. Just because they feel they go for plane and now they will go to Kwan. I'm going to be what I'm saying. I'm there to Ghana, not to wake to. I'm going to be what oh ye. Enya way juma, enya wo scholarship, a local school be, enya you maybe enya job sponsorship will be. Nasa rekaya osrono. And also obia inyi mo obia wo ho na connection man bi aka to there mama ya visit mo na for room in happy bibia ye you are putting your life and your money at risk. The Mexican 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. Now, yes, my connection men. No, you put 2 years I start life for Ghana. Yeah, discipline that. Obesi ye. Ya popo bra me ma tama ma ka cho munye de ami. Mo bo bra wo Ghana ha. Mo ko abro church de me ko vacation. Mrika jema hom na ma ba. Sunday ma ko wa ke ye juma ba. And I feel that it's about time I work for myself. And it is always the best. Intimacy, youth, no. Let us think. Let us be more innovative. Yempe ideas, yempe value. When we put it out there, people will exchange it for money and look for how to survive here first. Now yanka for Libya, yanka for Sudo, nebri rishuro wanon kwa obi chade. And Zama Rokoto, who saw Quenta, Snahayera, Naye Tuma. A person, that's a quaint to Neba, Nebuta too, but in Brenham by Sa, Mount Fowl Quam Woho. Nasaya quite dinner were hard, Okohosa, a quadrino, on it's a message. Now quaint to know here. No mum, oh, when you pan a discipline, I walk towards life. In a one year.
Yo, Mr. Medase. Wasa me say pen pina no and should I need them experience now you feel there ebia yimpana some no rekano oboa anade on ye you know akwentu no ni na no obi anin some osumes moti obi o ha on kan okware ne nkyerɛ obi so ho obaka no kware na kyerɛ na ya pen pino le kan okware na kyerɛ bi na o feel there in penny because mara mo anyankofu bebre a obi o ha na wa frɛ mpocho Charlie Bomana membra na meba within 3-4 weeks mo start ejuma na makope apartment we na am say ko 3-4 weeks we start ejuma na wa over na ade ba na mpo mfa anya ejuma but ichemiche ho a won ta say obia so na ni situation nti eja em say e catch am how me I encourage you e ba na mfi offer ma wa sama mfa ma so a maka cho de man frap because me chemiche na ade antase na mama brother ombrem nano so menjena adweno kakra wo eyido yeria na ya boy asam no tofa na ya ma ya hwafo so wa afre na wo so wo aba enti brother Mike ayu asama ye kan wa adwenkyerɛn den
sister adwa wakani nyina menene ya adwen 100%. In fact, according to no okay, let me add this to it, okay, because I agree with her 100%. Maybe sure there were different kinds of human beings. There are some people who thrive in systems, and I will be so aware, very innovative. Even if you put them on the desert in power, will be creating ocean. You understand? Those people who are who do well in systems, I have like me and Kobe, we went to the same school together. We're very intelligent. In fact, one of the most intelligent students in the whole of Ghana. You understand? And now he was doing very well in Ghana, only business now. But at the end of the day, he left with his family abroad because now project the contract in but the system was preventing him from blowing up. Or come to Cambodia, Germany, or engineer. You understand? So after secondary school, he went to tech to do engineering, went ahead and studied. Or a very, very intelligent guy, or engineering projects or build more But in Ghana, now politics and seminar, you have to pay bribe here and there. Or this Corey even has a business still running in Ghana, but he decided to leave. And once it's over there, right now, near senior research, like one of the investors in the US, she's into serious research. I think biochemistry or something like that. On some you see that some people can thrive very well in a particular environment. When they are in Ghana, they may look useless. But as soon as you take the person and put the person, let's say, in Canada or in Germany or in Japan or something, then within 1 to 3 years, their life are transformed.
Yeah.
However, the way our sister was saying, that is the advice of every youth to be a take. Number one, change your mindset. Don't think there because you are in Ghana in the problem is the only option. Once you are here, think of what you can provide value. Ghana, there are so many problems around the way to solve. Now, if you have 50,000 and now we to about 50,000, can't you get a container and then put something in front of it and sell day and night? And I do wish area home maybe there is no this particular product in your home, maybe plastics, and now the bed sheets and curtains, and now there's something which you think there. In that particular area, you can provide a sort of service. You can also start something like that. If you must start a door-to-door service, be on a particular need that extra. People need it in the particular city or town. You don't just sit in the room and wake up every day, you understand? And if you have money there, you can use it for something useful. When the chance comes now, take advantage of it and go. But when the chance doesn't come, you can stay in Ghana here and also work very hard and make it. One guy, when he always does programs, interviews that are online, Daku, and he has struggled before, but he always advocates for people to do what. Look, in Ghana here, there's a lot of things you can do, especially business-wise. Why is that people from Lebanon, from China, they come to Ghana, they see opportunities and they're making millions.
Yeah.
I know a particular Chinese guy brought back Ghana. The person didn't have one kobo. And the person became a billionaire in a few years. When I heard that story, I became so pleased. What is in Ghana? Where the Ghanaians cannot see it, but it's foreigners. Look, if the richest people in Ghana, the top 10, if you want to go to the real data now, about 4 are Lebanese people. But one naturalized, they are not Ghanaians, or Lebanese straight. If you look at the top richest people in Ghana, if you take away some Jonah and that lady, I forgot, Poku something and those people now, the rest are what? Lebanese. The paint industry, Azar Paint, and some of the major paint industries, or Lebanese for one day, and Indians. So why are they making millions? We in the country are not making it. And now we see Chinese people coming in making it. Even Nigerians are making it here. Liberians are making it here. So there is something here that we cannot see with our own eyes. If the chance hasn't come out, don't rush yourself there. We are going to look for this and this and this. Yes, I agree. Some people work well in systems. Africa, Ghana had the systems or a bazaar. There are some things, some talents be another, some explosion be you will not get it in Ghana. That is a fact. You understand? But that is not the rule for everybody else. You get my point? It's just for some people who need to go out there and explode and return back. Professor Lotte is one of the greatest scientists in Africa. He wants to explode abroad. You understand? People like even Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, he went abroad to get education, came back home, and then independence fight. We all know the story. You understand? Most of people, President Kufuor, a lot of people, they had to go abroad, be equipped, come back to save their nation. Because here in Ghana, it was stifling them. They had to go out and get that explosion. But it is not for everybody. Some people can say, as our sister is saying, her own father is an example there. He can stay in Ghana, be diligent, be disciplined, have integrity, and be a hard-working person. If you are working every day and you say, okay, what I'm selling, maybe for you 200 Ghana cedi, and then you can plan with that money. Okay, then my expenses has to be about 80 Ghana cedi. I have to save 40 and invest the rest. In the next 5 years, I'll go into my investment, take the money and buy land and start building. It's about planning. You have a point because you know that, okay, this small container or this small work this is what I'm going to get from it. And then you can plan towards it until whatever you wake up in the morning, piano, it will motivation there. In the next 5 years, it will investment do with them stocks, see, another this particular thing. In the next 5 years, you are going to take some of that money to start building your house where you can live with your own family without renting, or a step by step. I don't know, you don't rush and say, oh, Martin, there, some people are making it abroad. I need to go there. You have to change your mindset and know that no matter the environment you find yourself in, you can still do well. You can still be blessed. You can still achieve your dreams.
Yo, brother, that's it. Maybe then some is baby and some no. Maybe then extra comment in a man called Fu and Yajo, Japan, some more can no, or Tassum. Na maybe then paying for no would say, maybe that youth and so would say, offer biwom. Na you about to mark us a baby, now some brain is a humanity. You wrap up, na ye boy phone lines and na. Yeah, it's a fun for so abim. Inti imagine my last words, me starting for sister Adwa, what last words it's then area na as a whole social media handle so atugwa na unya yenye meno yetum ne yoko follow.
Opocho my last words are mekanye de nipa bia so besi uye or abraboma. You need to be very disciplined.
Okay.
I would choose discipline over motivation anytime, any day. Because it motivates me, Denara. Not say man yet disciplined enough to apply the motivation at the mamma. Okay, see it to move food down, man. Not say man kasa man yet disciplined to go by what you have told me. Okay, see baby ara. It's necessary youth in a day. Let us learn to discipline ourselves. So, do it this diligently. One kasa na ashe bibiasa, be very disciplined and do your work diligently. As it biara wonsa zima area no, some fat discipline and come on. Na say ye biara, ibenya mwayi biara. And you will tend to blame other people for your own misfortune. It's a mystery. They very disciplined. As if biara ye biara. They re a warawe jumo. They re obine jumo. Bibi biara asha seri ye biara no. Apply yourself to discipline. Nashede, you're consistent. Now you're very disciplined. Every year results are now. But the man we see we're from Agile Lights. Agile Lights na me use for TikTok. It was Facebook. Na IG na or your Agile Lights. It was TikTok na search Agile Lights. Oh, the man who good Maroka Fantafo yana bakosam na yen amambro wasam. It's no Mr. Obia unfollow na yankodara yenchiazi. That's
Yo, sister Adwa. Yeah, that's it. And sister Adwa so equal ni page ni so abon there obo fantin some de Europa no sound ton tekua or ton tekua FL pa amara me meyer shit tekua na o ya za no FL pa nti you follow ni so na you patronize ni dwumezo a or reason so brother Mike major last words we are na also the handles na to amen.
I think pandemic catch you to know.
Okay.
Brainwash yourself. Everything in life starts with the mindset. If the mindset is wrong, and now that your thinking or your philosophy are wrong, you are not going to amount to anything in life. I know people personally, or young guys who are gonna have it, and they have all been transformed, and they all attest there. They are readers of books. If you for them pay a king can because of that into Yakechi, phone at China phone. I've been in China before, man. You can be on the train and people are reading. It's but the person will be on the phone chatting on WeChat, WhatsApp, or watching videos. But average Chinese person, Asian, the person is reading. Listen, youth, listen up. In Africa, Ghana had a trivialized education and anything academic. Or a papa for some dodo and a school crap on. There's nothing beneficial about school and whatever. Massa, don't listen to those things. It is all a lie. books are your way to a transformed mind. I mean, when I was growing up, books written by people like Miles Monroe and the rest, they transform my perception. It is very difficult for you to beat me mentally. Another, you are going to make me even feel inferior because per se, I've read and I've equipped myself mentally.
Yeah.
It's mentally into my warrior. You understand? And this all comes from books. When you subject yourself to learning and reading of books, and you start changing your mindset, you become stronger. Listen, I have this particular man, he's doing a lot of a young guy below 40 years, doing massive things. And he has even started or your friend a TikTok page. He's advising the youth and he's always putting books out there. Go and read this book, go and read this book. You see him only 6 likes. Only 6, our friend, no, people are not even listening to what he's saying. And I get sad. I'm like, this guy has the gold and people cannot see it. Listen, if you're a youth, get books. You can even now download books on your phone. Whether it's your phone, your YouTube, whatever, read every day. Spend 30 minutes to 1 hour to read. Transform your own mind. And that is going to lead you into different spheres of you. My name is Nyameche Fancy. My personal page in the make Fancy, but I have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, an X page, or a Nyameche Fancy. I'm also going to open a TikTok page. But let me start a vlog on African. Yeah, Nyameche Fancy. Yes, you will find out very soon. Let's start a vlog on African. So I'll be talking about African culture, African history, and the way for African development, sustainable African development, and youth development. They call Instagram, Facebook, and Nyameche Fancy. The same Nyameche now, NYAMEKYE Fancy, or FANTE. Nyameche Fancy. You see me with them. Please follow my page, and then be expecting some wonderful content from me. Thank you very much, Nyameche.
Yo, brother. Nyameche Fancy, brother Mike, that's it. Yankupon show me na sister Adwa, Yankupon show, brother Mike, Yankupon show. Meji today, Mombra must say, after in some of kind in after and assume in some of kind now, and some of them you drop, me sure the youth, wait, Master Yankupon there, Bibia Mashri Biano, on Ankasa on Fan my name. Na yabada mase na da mabre ye jamu name there mobada check nti yabada mase na ye jamu name na mrefoforo no so yetum na ya framo na masa na abo support nti yada mase. Yo ebusia if your screen no the CCR was a phone lines now to a WhatsApp call but if you want to join also who comment be another contributions be a free especially youth free now for comment bra for contributions bra it is WhatsApp call number ne the screen do friend now also bacha wagen na ebusia Tambre, your sister and your brother kind. You see, at the end of the day, no, Bibia Jina Wankasa Odo. Bibia Jina Wankasa Odo. Yeah, and you youth in the break, Kasa, was so, a minor opportunities in him, and paying for no, they are suppressing us. Ye Bibia, and yet, and see, I'm missing over there. Do you want them to open factories? The factories in Quitting number 2 my age, because it is, yeah, I'm okay, Munye Juma, ya pade paying for no way then. Also, one boy factory. I'm saying, factory in Juma Quitting number 2 my factory, Juma Quitting number 2 my Debiano. Are we going to sit down? There will be for Bibim Bosu Yansa. Been a bread and or cade, or no, ni certificate in Pono Sabi, or the Atunchen. Nyon was an OSCR. And a well, Nankasa we senior personal skills. I was a bobra. Narodinazer other than other bobra. Into say, well, BB. When you do, Yakopon also also ye be asano, ye na ye the talent na wadanam. If you have discovered your sir, fa never ye juma. Say juma be ne pede kosuya, kwana kosuya. Be disciplined, more mindset and on kwe juma no do. That the margin na me pede me ye. Nesuya de bia ya menyemenya anko baako Ebenezer me ni example man ko fu bebre ye wie JSS first na Ebenezer sebio na efie nshada anye kakranti Ebenezer okosu edwuma na ahyase na okwae no ame ye wie JSS ye bokọ SS na aze na ahyɛse na ɔkɔɛ no na yɛsrɛ wɔn ɛbiara yɛyɛ mmɔframma nti yɛfi school baa na yɛsɛ Ebenezer hɔ na yɛakɔtena hɔ na yɛsrɛ wɔn na yɛyi no redzi nkɔmmɔ na yɛayɛ nso ndɛ Ebenezer ɔyɛ master na wɔebue no shop ekɔ a wokaa bi a anyi hɔ a Ebenezer ɔntumi mfixe Ebenezer na wɔesi ne dan nso ɛyɛ mu bi a yɛkɔ schools a yɛfeel dɛ yɛkɔ akyi blog mpo yɛntu foundation mpo yɛntu bi nti ɛwo na ɔma yɛhu dɛ sɛbio adwumasua no ho wɔ mfaso tetene na yɛfeel dɛ obi kɔsua adwuma a na sɛbio na adwene no ana obi mpo kɔ technical school a ɛna adwene no ɔnyɛ papa ana da yɛfeel dɛ nyimpa no sɛbio waabɔn but ndɛ adwumasua ho wɔ mfaso mi nkɔfo bebree wɔawie universities wɔawie colleges wɔsua adwuma wɔpɛ biribi a wankasa wɔdze wɔn nsa bɛyɛ mentena hɔ mentena ghetto hɔ na wankɔtene de bia sɔre antwetwe nyama nyɛ wankɔtene na wuti mi ɔdɛ nyɛ wankɔtene de bia sɔre a tɔɔt nom nyɛ wankɔtene na de wɔn nsa bɔ wakokɔ a eti biribi a ɔhyehyɛ ne nua gya nsanom bebrebe gya nyama nom bebrebe sɔre na mfe kɔ na kɔyɛ biribi fa ma ɔho ne gya de blame nkɔfo obiara nze wɔka let us be disciplined have positive mindsets na yankasa yɛn fa mbɔ yɛn bra na ɔbra no ebɔ na mfe ebɔ ne ya ebɔ mo wankasa wo ho enti the library yɛ twɛn dɛ mobile frɛ na mode mo contributions aba mobile frɛ na mode mo questions aba nti hwɛ screen no do pɔcho man from a normal no in my personal normal don't call it share screen no do na for number na always screen no share number na always screen no do na asem bia pede di babia no is about yen kind comment ni bi brother Steven Yame also bro watching you from Senegal okay call that's it yen call YouTube so na yen kind comment ni bia aba hɔ no na yen hwɛ ma ye safe na hwɛfo no so work and no man was screen no do Pocho phenomena always screen no do no okay yeah brother Bright Mensa I am Wafa I say good message keep up the good work sister Menajem Fiso Mrs. I say I really like Sister Adjoa's energy okay she can be a great leader yo yeah that's it and say busia for comments na bra another fre na wankasa so kyerɛwadwen frɛ na wankasa so kyerɛwadwen osande in the dwumadi na ayedi no asam na ayeka no okova obiara nyu obotum we no afim especially menu anom na ma yankofo a wo hwɛ ma wo tie me no this is something of a we have to take it very serious onom pay tena hɔ na mpanyimfo no de bia wa akade ya adwene no oye tibɔ nkoso mo from manage oye tibɔ nkoso we mo de wo hwi hia ho they feel that but yeah sometimes we free there say bi what's abofro be de obiara ye bi da panyin no obiara nye bi da nti if they are not going to give us the opportunity now ye nyina obede na yeso yetumi na ya fa dwumezi na yetumi yedini ye but so we take you serious wa brabo mu say ko bi nanyim na fe obejiwa no ye ya na ogina wankasa wusuba no ho ogina wankasa wo yabia ho ogina wankasa wo bra robo ho sabe wa brabo no oye mo wa obi obohu ende ekọ sabio ahinzi mpomo a first na nka ono wo hwe obi a demi nyimpe no ye panyin ende won hwe ne dam ende baby bebre won hwe ne dam awo na ye panyin se ye panyin na wa brabo no ntina won fa mo se ye panyin na mbobra papa won fa mo obopon wo za kama abofro baby a sabio na brabo no order so abofro baby a na brabo no oye enti yenhwe na ye make sure that obra na ebobo ni because in painful say obra po we ojo owura kwan ebusia se obia mbada yezi dwumedino yezi iberiye but koda damase there ye buy almost 2 hours mo gina do pa mo ina mo eti yensama ye kanina no I hope that mbada da lebeti keke mbada da rebohwe keke I hope that buy no aba abosua bibi wom na zereko na mfe akwa sesa wadwen na youth afa bibiom na za abobra da brano no ho ayɛ mfaso ama wo na wabusua fashion witirim de bia amasom azo crochet mitirim de wiase na amawa no obi anze maka nobody owes me anything enti so obi anye bibia mama I don't care mankasa my brabon it's for me I have to make sure that I'm making good use of it I have my own plan enti I me any excuses bia okoye mo wa fine ankoye mo wa you learn from it and then you move on you tini bi wa or started am adi na yes sister can or started am adi no feel do odu baby no opportunity na ma wa nkwenan nti wa ati ada you don't do that if ha no onye ya fechire na kwo if ha no onye ya fechire na kwo whatever legal means botuma ye na brabo na esie ya ma no you do it na abobra no na abo wankasa na wonchiremba ebusia madase na mezesia damra de bia no oye nyimzi multimedia na wosuya na ase nyimzi multimedia na wosuya na ase wotum woyetum na mfe yedi dwumezo atedam nyimzi multimedia wo gwai Cape Coast na wo na wachinchime free man team whether sometimes yenya problems fetch hen yeah technician or master technician or Cape Coast na ozi dwuma atedam nti medo bia say na mechia mpanyufo na mofamba wohwenye na yo na ma sanada oye na esuama na sanada na esuama the first na esuama the first Dom Frame Nkusukum traditional area Nkusukum na wo Dom Frame there we go kasa otedam ama amso ma betinem meda say nyame hire opa na ma da mpanyifo na ahemfa wo hwen wo mfantema no munyina na Ghana afena nyina so mado bibia say yo nti mamenhwe last comment bia aba na yeria na ye fidwumazo no nenesu amesu good job on him about proud of you yo meda say Prince Musa Said oye mankasa me doctor that's well done yo na mankasa me wofa anke jo so asam no oye ne da papa my sister Gwen to so orobo ni nsem me do bia say eti yedubesia na desende tebasano so yeshia na yenyimu edinkita ohine beni medase yebeshia desende